Hello everybody, Wyon here with a way to deal with the leavers who plague Overwatch competitive by the day. Now, as we all know, Overwatch is an amazing game and has great gameplay with a pretty great community. However, within that community, there are people who, for whatever reason, feel the need to leave games. I don't know why they do this, but maybe it's their internet is bad, or maybe they just don't like their team. These types of people piss us off to no end, and recently I myself was in a game with 5 other people, 4 of whom left because we lost the first round. I was their healer, and they really didn't appreciate being told what to do, apparently, so they all left. Unfortunately, Blizzard really has not implemented a way to deal with these leavers that doesn't also negatively impact those with a bad internet connection. Otherwise, we would have free reign otherwise Blizzard would have dealt with it by now. I have a solution to this. It's not a perfect solution, and by all means it's a solution that I'm sure opens a lot of debate, but it's my solution, so you judge. If a person leaves a game, I say they lose 100 SR points, and they're banned from competitive mode for a day to 7 days. Now I'll explain why. These people are free to leave and rejoin games with no consequence, so I say we give them a consequence. Like I said, maybe 7 days is too severe, maybe make them banned for a day, but, you know, if they have a zero tolerance policy for cheating, why not a zero tolerance policy for leaving as well? And once those 1 to 7 days are up, they can re-enter competitive mode as though nothing happened, besides the lost rate. I know I can instantly hear you saying, what about those with a bad internet connection? Won't they be affected too? And my answer is yes, they initially will be. However, this is where an appeal can come in. So let's say you lag out of a game and you get the ban. You could write an appeal to Blizzard through a special ticket marked as an appeal to get your profile unbanned for that. And if it's accepted, you instantly get back to that rank and you can play comps again immediately. Now, I'm aware some people would try to abuse the system, but I'm sure there are ways to easily determine whether or not a person left by their own merit or left because they were forced to due to a bad internet connection. For example, let's say someone is in battle and they just suddenly leave. Surely they would not have left while they were standing in the middle of a war zone, so the best case scenario is they lost their internet connection. Worst case scenario, they left and are just morons. But 9 times out of 10, it's always been they left in the middle when they were in a battle zone. They lost their internet connection. Now, it could be argued that he shouldn't be allowed back in, but it's just a policy to make sure they understand that leaving is not an acceptable thing. We don't have time, as someone once said in Overwatch, we have time to play. We don't have time to leave. And as we always say, if you don't have time for a match, then don't play a match. Now, there is one thing I wanted to mention. This was a case for if you left a game but didn't go back into that game. Like if you left a game willingly or with a bad internet connection and you joined back into the game that you left, then the ban would not set in and you would still be able to play comps next game. However, if you did not join back and you instead went into another game or just waited for the timer to expire, if there is a timer, then you would get the ban and lose your 100 SR rank. And the more times you leave matches, the more serious the ban will get. This is just my solution to this problem. I doubt it's a good solution, but
we get like
you know what?
Soldier or something.
I actually had help with this solution by a player named Lyrix. I have his name in the description below. He and I actually had a quick talk about how to fix the system. But if you guys have your own suggestions, write them in the comments or on the forums or something. I'd like to hear what you have to think. As I said, it's open to criticism. So, thank you everybody for watching. I'll see you all later.